Since starting my YouTube channel, I've had some comments from my lovely subscribers on how I crochet, my method and style. Today I'd like to show you my style and method of crocheting. And as long as your tension is consistent, you're comfortable in your shoulders and your hands, and your stitches look good, your method is successful. My name is Lindy, and thank you for joining my channel. Welcome or welcome back. The lady who taught me lived in a remote rural village, and she would be close to 100 today. So that was long before internet and certainly YouTube. I was only 10 at the time, and I sat opposite her. She was left-handed, and then I mirrored what she was doing. So I copied her style, which I'm guessing was passed over through generations on watching and face-to-face learning, which of course is quite a rare thing today. Isolated communities will often have their own style of creating handcrafts. Crochet is full of deeply individual muscle memory. I'm right-hand dominant, but I would suggest if you are starting to crochet, even if you are left-hand dominant, most of the tutorials and what you see is right-hand dominant. So you can actually, if you're starting out, you can start with your right hand doing the work. My sister's left hand, and she crochets with her right hand. So it's very often how we start that gives us our momentum going forward. When one of my lovely subscribers said to me, can you break it down and do a video on how you crochet? I had to then start looking at it in detail because I wasn't aware what exactly I was doing. One of my subscribers described my hand as a sewing machine, which I really loved. And actually when I look at it, I realize exactly what she's saying. And another subscriber mentioned that she wanted to know how to do this one-handed crochet. But I'm going to show you how I break it down. And although my right hand is my dominant hand, which holds the hook and the tension of the yarn, my left hand is really important. My left hand is the guiding part of my method. If you have any further comments, I'd love to hear from you. So let me show you my method of crocheting, and who knows, it may start a trend. Here is my latest project, which is my Henley shirt, and I'm doing it in an extended crochet. I always like to put my yarn in a little basket like this, so that when I'm working it just rolls around and not across the floor. So that's just something for convenience. So what is an extended single crochet, you may ask? Well, it's a single crochet slightly taller than a normal single crochet and not as tall as a double crochet. So you go into the next stitch, yarn over, you bring it up in line with the first stitch, yarn over, and then you slip it off. Yarn over, slip them both off. So a single crochet is into the space, yarn over, pull it up, and then you just slip both of them off. An extended single crochet has an additional step. Into the space, yarn over, pull it up. You would usually just go yarn over and take off the two loops, but you now go yarn over, you slip off one loop, yarn over, and then you slip off the two. So it's just slightly longer than a single crochet. I hold my hook like a pencil. And then I have the hook in line with my nail. Now, there are only really two methods. There's the hook, and then there's the knife. I find that to be a little bit difficult and a lot of wrist movement, but we each do it as to what suits us. So this is how I've learned, this is how I continue. Now, what I do is I hold the hook and the yarn at the tension I want, all in my right hand. And then my left hand holds the work I'm working on, but it doesn't just sit there. I'll show you what it does. So the way I hold this is I take it in this little finger and I pull it in. So I'm actually making a tension I'm hooking this yarn into my little finger and I'm pulling that against my hand. Now I'm keeping this tension as consistent as possible, which obviously helps me with keeping my crochet tension correct. I then curl these other fingers around the yarn and I use my index and my thumb to hold the hook. So now that I've got my yarn ready, and while I'm working, this is what tends to look like the sewing machine. So now I've got that ready. I take this into here. I then have my left thumb close to it, so everything is very close to the hook. And the reason it's important for me to have that is because when I am actually putting the yarn over, I let all of my fingers go away from the hook, yarn over. But if I didn't have that thumb there, my hook would roll around or do funny things. So the left thumb is actually holding the hook in its place. So it has a very important function. So to do the extended crochet, I'll show you how my hands work. I start with it all close together, little finger holding the tension, these fingers around it. The index finger is here so that I can put the yarn over. But as I put the yarn over, watch what happens. Yarn over, everything moves apart, including my thumb, and the hook is resting between my forefinger and my thumb. If I let that go, my hook would fall apart. So let's do this. We go into the piece of work, hold it onto there, because now I'm going yarn over. Now it comes back together, I pull it through, hold it again when I go yarn over, slip it off, yarn over, slip it off. So this right hand is doing this, and if the thumb wasn't there, the hook would be going all over the place, and I need to keep the hook in the correct position. So as I go away to do that, I need to put my thumb on the hook to hold it. Now here, this is the muscle memory, which I didn't even know about until I broke it down. So I go into the work, thumb holds it, yarn over, slip it through. I've got full control of the hook. Now I'm going to do yarn over again, so my thumb needs to come in there, yarn over, slip off the one stitch, again hold it, slip off the second stitch. I really enjoyed this project. I'm I've learned a lot about myself, about my own muscle memory, about how I crochet, which I hadn't looked into such detail before. So I really appreciate your interest and comments, and I'd love to hear from you if any of you crochet the same as I do, or your comments on how you prefer to crochet if you've tried a couple of methods. My name is Lindy and thank you for watching my channel. If you enjoyed this video on how I crochet and my style and method of crocheting, please like and subscribe and you'll be notified when my next is available. Take care and bye.